You need to go to college or you'll be eating these in a van down by the river. Okay, so maybe you won't live in a van down by the river. Unless maybe you want to live in a van down by the river. Hashtag van life. Seriously, check it out. There's some pretty sweet vans. It's high school graduation time, and a lot of people really don't know what they want to do. Generally, there's a few basic options. College, trade schools, the military, the workforce, or doing your own thing as an entrepreneur. Each have their pros and cons. One person's pro may be another person's con. One person's con may be another person's pro. You see what I'm getting at here? I will be speaking in generalities here. I know there are exceptions and subtleties to every decision. Everybody is different, and there is no right or wrong answer. The key is to have as much information so that you can make the best decision possible. Plus, people change their minds all the time. Even though you may love something that you're doing, there's a chance you may not always. I think one solid piece of advice would be, do not waste time. We live in a super competitive world right now. Thanks to the internet, the barrier to entry to information is almost non-existent. If you have a goal, don't take the year off. Don't get back to it. Don't put it off for another time. Do it right now. No matter what route you take after graduation, make sure you are continuing to learn and increase your skills. In today's economy, it's all about being well-rounded, adaptable, and resourceful. All right, I'm gonna change my clothes. We're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna see what other advice I can get. All right, we're here with Brandon. Brandon, you go back to your high school graduation. You got to give yourself some advice. What is that advice?
To be honest, the best thing I can think of for myself and others is don't stop until you get enough. And what I mean by that is once you really dig into your interests, find where your heart lies, and then once you do that, if it's school afterwards you want to do or it's the military, make sure it's really what you want, because you can waste a lot of time doing something that you don't.
So if college is your route, which was mine, one of my big things was this whole idea of C's get degrees, which is true. Someday when you're going to be a senior in college like I am, and you're actually in classes that you're interested in, but your GPA reflects on the classes back early when you weren't that interested in those classes. And now I was wishing I had a better GPA, so take those classes in the beginning more seriously, because you'll be in those classes that you're interested in, getting good grades, and have this GPA that doesn't really reflect it.
You're kind of essentially free from worry when you're a high school senior, kind of depending on parents maybe, or you've been working. New events come up, new problems. Good times come, good times go. It's about staying hopeful and knowing that this isn't the final destination. You got to keep going, whether you're a trade worker, which is really booming right now, or you end in college, maybe you come out with some debt. Just stay hopeful, persevere.
I would say to be more confident in yourself, even if you don't really feel it, to fake it till you make it. Kind of a thing, you know, when you're going to job interviews, you need to make those mistakes to learn how to get through life.
Don't let nothing distract you, whether it be people, whether it be things, it doesn't matter until it's done.
What would you say is a good way to find out what you even want to do to begin with?
You know what? That's a good question because I was fortunate enough to go to a high school where they really focus on interests like Facebook does, which is called University of Prep High. But everybody doesn't have a privilege like that school as far as a setup because they actually have a lot of job shadows and internships, which really help and help you to explore what you really want to do.
My advice is to do what you love. Don't do what makes the most money necessarily because you're going to be miserable going to work every day. So you really got to look forward to what you do. So follow what your passion is and do that.
Where I'm going, there's a ton of resources that I don't think people use. A lot of advisors that's literally their job is to help you figure it out. So I wouldn't be afraid. When I was a freshman, I know I was nervous to go talk to my advisor, and now I go and do the walk-in advising, at least twice a semester. And so I would use that early on. They'll help you choose clubs and classes that will get you a diverse idea of what you may want to do. I love school, I love college, and I highly recommend it for people that can afford it and go that route and are interested in higher education.
You may not find your passion overnight, so that doesn't mean you should stop doing everything else. Still have bills to pay. You still have to keep a roof over your head. You still have to eat. So you have to work on getting through all the things that you don't want to do. There's going to be a never-ending list of things that you don't want to do that you're just going to have to do. And if you can get past that, you can be successful in anything. At the end of the day, no matter what you decide to do, just work hard, keep grinding, and never give up. Or you could just marry a rich person.